Hi everyone, my name is Jelena, aka Roxanne. I am a wig designer and a wig maker for television, Broadway, and film, as well as my personal clients. So here I'm giving a tutorial, a demonstration on how to prep the hair and also to do proper measurements if you're going to get a custom wig made. As you can see, this mannequin here has already been prepped, which is simple. What I suggest that if you have hair on your head, make sure that your hair is out of the way, pulled back from the face, and you have a very thin mesh wig cap on to hold the hair in place so that none of the hair will get in the way during your measurement process. So what we're going to do is something very simple. We're just going to start with using a measuring tape. Any measuring tape will do. And we're going to make sure that you have a paper and a pen so that you can write down each step you go. We're going to do 6 steps. We're going to take measurements in the form of inches. So this way that once we get this measurement, we'll be able to put it on a wig block, and then we'll be able to make a custom cap that would fit that wig canvas head to do the precise measurements for your wig. So here we're going to start with the circumference. And what I suggest is always put your measuring tape, I'm a lefty, put your measuring tape right a little below. Some people put it right on the hairline, but I put it just a little teeny bit below, right there. And since I don't have anyone to hold that for me, I'll put a sticker pin there. Okay, and then you're just gonna go find your way around the circumference of the hairline, and you're gonna make sure that you are not putting the measuring tape on the ear. You will put it above the ear, right above the ear, because remember, this is where the wig is going to stop. And then you work your way around to the back. Okay, as you work your way around to the back, make sure you go not here, but down, right? Above the ear and down at the nape and around all the way until you get to the other side. And do the same thing on this side as you did on this side, making sure that the measuring tape is not actually on the ear, but above it. So we're gonna work our way back around. Okay. And then we'll stop right here. Sorry about that. Okay. And what do we have? We have the measurement of exactly at 22. There you go, right there, 22. Okay, so that's for the circumference. Now we're gonna work our way from the forehead back to the nape. Okay, once again, the metal piece a little below your hairline, and work your way back. As you can see, whatever the prep you do for wearing your wig, so if you're going to be wearing braids, make sure the braids are flat. All right, I have this way because this is just a mannequin, but I recommend that you have your braids as flat as they can be. But if you don't have any hair on your head, even the better. But for the sake of what we're doing with the measurements here, because remember, when I do wigs for film and TV, a lot of the actors have a lot of hair on their head, so they may have a little bulkiness back here. So that's the reason why I left it that way, okay? And you have to prep the hair based on how they're going to be wearing their hair when they take the wig off and go home. All right, so from front to back nape, it's right here at the nape at 14, but we're going to go at 14 and a half, a little bit below. okay? And that's from the temple to the nape. The next we're gonna go over the top, okay? We're gonna go over the top, ear to ear. Once again, right here, put that there. We're gonna start at the ear and not below it, but right above the ear. Okay, right above the ear, over the head, to the other side, and we're gonna get a measurement here of 12, 9.5, because if we do 12.5, it's gonna go right on the ear. So we just go, oh, wait a minute. No, that's not, yeah. Just actually 12 would be perfect, okay, for that one. All right, and then we're gonna go, we had over the top, ear to ear, and then we're gonna do temple to temple from the front, okay, forehead, temple to temple. Once again, make sure it's right above the ear, okay, on both sides. Same over here, temple to temple. All right, and that's in the front, temple to temple. So the measurement for that one would be exactly 11, as you can see here, exactly 11. Now we're gonna do temple to temple, but from the sides here. Once again, a little bit past the hairline, work your way around, temple to temple. From the front to the back. And that's gonna put us exactly at 15, okay? Next, and then remember, as you go along, write it down. Don't just do what I'm doing, just write it down. I'm doing this for the sake of teaching and showing you. Next, we're gonna do, we did front to back, we did temple to temple, we did ear to ear, top, and ear to forehead, top. And now the last we're gonna do is the nape. And make sure you don't put it so far away, because you don't wanna have hair coming all the way over. You wanna have it exactly a little teeny bit past the hairline in the back of the nape, as you can see, right? So this is a little slightly past 4 inches, okay? For the nape. All right, and then you're gonna write that down. So once you write that down, you'll have all of your measurements here on your paper. And if someone is making a wig for you, or you're making a wig for yourself, the next step will be to have it put on a canvas head. The measurements on the canvas head, right? And the canvas head would be something like this. And that's how you will make your marks on the canvas head. So in this instance, I'm not gonna do it all, but for the sake of what we just did, this was a 22. So this mannequin head is not a 22, it's a 23. But if you had a 22, then you would work your way around and you would mark the measurements, right? 22. And then whatever it was for the front, you do the same thing. You make your marks from ear to ear, from ear temple to front ear temple, from back to front ear temple, from nape. You would do the same thing, okay? And then that would go off to be for either if you're making a wig for yourself or you're gonna have someone make the wig for you. And that's my demonstration of how to do a proper head measurement. And stay tuned for getting the measurements when we're using a actual stuffing the head for the canvas. But that has to be done on film, and that comes with a custom a free consultation that will be done via Zoom. And once we get that consultation going, then I will get everything. I would be able to see you physically to be able to make sure that everything is done properly. And then once everything is done, I will ship you your measurement tools that you're gonna need, or you can purchase them and have them there as I tell you what to get, and then you ship them to me, and that's when I can start the process of building you a custom, bespoke, gorgeous wig. Have a blessed one.